Should you buy the Sony 70-200 f4 or the 2.8 Mark I? What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the DTV channel. If your day is not going good, I hope tomorrow's better. If you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button and notification bell if you're already subscribed. Thank you for your loyalty. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that I think is going to become a really popular debate in the Sony realm of lenses. I don't know yet. I might be wrong. It might not be a debate. It might be a no-brainer. But we'll see. I feel like I have a little bit of room to speak on this conversation because I've used both lenses. I, at one point, used the f4 exclusively. Like, that was my only lens at one point. I did a lot of research on it. I did a lot of research on the 2.8 and the f4, what made more sense, because at the time, the difference price-wise between the f4 and the 2.8 was not worth it. There was a point in time where it just was like, it was like $1,000 difference for a couple f-stops and a little bit of sharpness. It just did not seem worth it. So what's changed? Because in my opinion, the 2.8 is a way more worth it lens for your money. At this point in time, at the making of this video, and I feel like moving forward in general, the 2.8 is way more worth it for your money than buying the f4. With the release of the 2.8 Mark II, it's everything this lens is, but better, quite literally. And I feel like the biggest difference between this one and the Mark II would be the weight reduction. So it's already a better lens, right? And you guys know, it's like with for those iPhone users or people that play video games, anybody, you know, with the release of a newer version of an already existing product, that already existing product loses some value. That's just how things work. It doesn't mean it's any less of a product. It just loses value because there's a newer product. There's a newer version out. That's what's happened with the 2.8 Mark I. If you look up the prices for a new 70-200 f4, you're looking at $1,200 to, I'm pretty sure retail is $1,400. You can get you a certified pre-owned, amazing condition 2.8 Mark I for $1,600. Now you are only spending an extra $200 for a way better range when it comes to your f-stop. A whole, like see, now you see how before when I said $1,000 difference, I kind of debunked the advantages. But now we talking a $200 difference. Oh no, now the advantages and what's better about this lens becomes so much more significant because that's $200. If you're already spending $1,400, you might as well spend $1,600 because you're getting a way better lens. Now that's only for the people that are looking at buying new equipment, right? If you are looking at buying a new f4. Now I know some people may be iffy about buying used equipment, but there's nothing wrong with buying used equipment as long as you're not buying it from Facebook Marketplace or an untrusted source. If you're getting a used product from B&H Photo, Unique Photo, Adorama, like if you're getting it from somewhere like that, they're trusted because they come with guarantees. They come with like 30 days, 6-month guarantees, whatever the case may be, that you're not buying a faulty product. So now your product that you are buying is insured and you can even put insurance on it. There's no losing. You're only winning because you're saving a really big fraction of the price that you would have been paying for for a lens that's still in great shape. There's no reason to not go the 2.8 Mark I if you're buying a brand new f4. You're at that point just wasting money and wasting on a potential, because for an extra $200, you might as well. Because I promise you, it is a better lens. The only drawback that people are complaining about with this lens, which is why the Mark II came out, is the weight. It is a heavy, like this is a heavy ass lens. This lens weighs more than the 100 to 400. If you're doing photography, your f-stop won't mean that much of a deal if you're shooting outside, right? It's not, because I get crazy blurry backgrounds when I'm using the 100 to 400, but that's just because of compression. But it's not going to be that big of a difference between the f4 and the 2.8 if you're shooting outside. Indoors, if you're shooting indoor anything, I promise you, you're going to want this 2.8. If you're indoors and you don't have the camera that's necessary to push that ISO, even if you do sometimes, that grain is not appealing. And it may not sound like much, but from f4 to f2.8 indoors, you are getting so much more light coming in. If you're doing video, oh boy, if you are doing video outdoors, you're gonna love this lens versus the f4. Oh my God, you are gonna love this lens versus the f4, because that's the one thing. If you can have a 2.8 f-stop outdoors when you got your ND filter on and you're tracking the subject, let's say you're doing sports and you're tracking the subject, you got that nice blurry background, that is beautiful. And you can easily tell the difference between that 2.8 to the F4 when you're doing video. Easily tell the difference. When you're doing video, it becomes a lot more critical when it comes to your f-stop. If I was getting into the market of photography right now and I was about to buy a brand new, like what I bought a brand new 70-200 F4. I bought a brand new one. The 1400, I bought a brand new one. If the store I went to would have told me we have a 2.8 for $1,600 used, excellent condition, I would have got that. It just would have made so much more sense. Now, if you are on a budget and you're going used for the F4, that's a completely different story. So honestly, I feel as though a lot of photographers that are in the market right now should take advantage of it. I know I took advantage of it. I traded in my F4 and I got the F2.8. I figured it was a no-brainer. I might as well have done that. I was looking to upgrade regardless in the future. For the regular consumer, when it comes to photography, videography, if you're just looking for great equipment, there's no reason to go there's no reason to go for the Mark II. If you got the money and you want to do it, go ahead, go for it. But me, I went Mark I. And I've loved it since, honestly. It's been a beautiful fucking lens. So that's my 2 cents on it. Like I said, I feel as though 2.8 all the way. 2.8 Mark I, if you got the money, go Mark II. F4, I feel like we should start getting rid of the F4. Like it's an amazing lens, but that's how I feel. It what it is, boy. It what it is. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys very much for all the support on the recent videos, man. Y'all been going crazy. Then we about to hit 250 subs. Let's see if we can hit 300, you know, by the end of June. Let's see if we can hit 300. That'd be dope. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to stay creative. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.